Hey there YouTubers, welcome to Jimmy's first video blog. Ooh, scary. 35, live in the northeast of England, County Durham to be precise. So, hi everybody out there in the northeast, and hi everybody else who watches this. I thought I'd make a video blog over the next week or so, just purely because quite a lot's happening in my life, and I just thought it'd be nice to tell people about it. You might not want to listen, but if you don't, you can soon turn off. If you do, keep watching. Anyway, yeah, just a quick brief background. 35, been engaged to Lee for a few years now, and earlier on this year we decided to get married. Now Lee's a colourist for a indie studio called Shocks Studios based in the US, and she's been invited to go across to New York next year in February to a comic convention. Now we initially decided to get married next year, 2009, and with the comic convention coming, it was going to be quite a strain on finances, as everything is at the present minute. And you will have to excuse me if I have a puff on my cigarette every now and then. Disgusting habit, I know, very bad for me, I know, but I only live once, might as well enjoy myself. So we decided at the beginning of August to bring the wedding to this year and have our honeymoon in New York next year. So 3 months. It's been 3 months. So the 1st of August we decided we're getting married in 2 days time, the 31st of October. I'm not really getting nervous as yet. I'll probably be absolutely bricking it on Friday, maybe Thursday night, Friday. But it's my second time around. I've been married before. Unfortunately that one fell flat in its arse, but it can't be helped. It's one of those things, rich life pattern I suppose. So second time around should be a lot better, and I really do want this to work. And I mean, mainly we've been together now for 6 years. 6 years to the day on the 31st, so we decided to make it our wedding as well. So anniversary for going out, anniversary for wedding, can't really forget that, and it's Halloween as well, phenomenal. So yeah, we decided 3 months ago to get married, and it's been a bit of a hectic 3 months. Now Lee comes from Essex, and I'm a local boy to the northeast, initially from Thornaby-on-Tees. So it's everything's been held down there, so we have a 350-400 mile trip to make very soon to go down there and get ourselves settled into the hotel, and Saturday not Friday, have Saturday to ourselves and come back on Sunday. So that's going to prove some fun. But the last 3 months have been a bit hectic, trying to get things organised, trying to get food organised, the actual venue itself to get married. So we get married in the registry office down in Essex. The hall itself, which is Masonic Hall, not that I'm a Mason, but hello to any Masons out there, and they have been absolutely fantastic, as have the DJ company, so they've been absolutely brilliant. Pro Mobile Discos, quick link in there, and also the Birds Caterers, who also work at the Masonic Hall, at Thurrock Masonic Hall. So it's proven to be some fun. We're foregoing the wedding cars, as it just turned out to be too expensive in the long run, just for a few hours of somebody driving around, 400-500 quid, just for a bloke in a Merc or a posh car of some sort to just take us here and there and just have a general drive around. We're still waiting on a couple of little last minute items, a couple of gifts for people who are going to the wedding reception and the party. So we're splitting the day into two, so we have our wedding at 11, go to the hall for 12 till about 3 for our reception, have a break for a few hours and go back in the night time for about 6 hours, between 6 and midnight, to have a Halloween party. So everybody's apparently going to be getting dressed up, and we're just hoping to have a really good time. But like I say, it's been some fun trying to organise stuff. It's been a bit strenuous, cash flow wise, as well as fraying the nerves a bit. So, but like it's been alright, and luckily everything's worked out to plan, which I'm really happy with. Other news for this week, well, a bit of a background. Mum and my dad split up when I was about 4 or 5, and I haven't seen my mother in about 30 years. Now people will probably go, oh God, that's a long time. And yes, it is. I mean, earlier on this year I decided to try and find my mum. Didn't know her last name, didn't know where she lived, so it proved to be quite hard. So unfortunately I give up. But last week I updated my profile on Friends Reunited to say hi to everybody again, and I haven't been on there for ages, for absolutely ages, and spoke to a few people I knew at school. Anyway, I got this message from a girl called Katie, and I was like, I haven't got a clue who you are, and well, let's see what the message is. Anyway, opened the message up, and she said, oh, you know, do you know this person? You know, a bit of a long shot, but do you know them? And I did. Turns out being my grandmother, which she died unfortunately very recently. So I was like, well, yes, I do. You know, it's my grandma. I do know she's passed away. Who are you? And it turns out to be my half sister. Now I knew I had half siblings somewhere down the line, whether it be a sister or brother. It turns out I've got one of each, which I had no idea about. I didn't know the names or anything. So that was quite interesting. That was quite a turn up for the book, so to speak. And me and Katie have been speaking quite a lot through Facebook, so that's been quite an interesting turn up for the books. We've swapped a couple of photos. I mean, I've got some of my mum when I was a kid, but they're on 35mm slides, so I've had to try and get them onto the PC and put them online for her to have a look at. So, and she sent us a couple of pictures back as well, so like I say, it has been quite an interesting week, if not quite surreal basically. It's been quite unusual. So really that's all about what's been happening. I've also got seriously, excuse me, need a coffee drink as well. I've also been seriously addicted to Perfect World over the past month or so. Because Lee told me about it. It's a huge download. It's like 2-3 gig download direct off the website, but it's all free, and in all honesty, it's a bloody good game. It's my very first online massive multiplayer online game experience I've ever had. Fair enough, yeah, I've got a PlayStation, I've gone online with that a couple of times, but that's been about it. It's been about the extent of it all. But Perfect World is just phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Some great people on there. Some people who Lee knows and who I know, that are all in a little group, so like together, so we can go around killing crap, and you know, it is just a pretty good game, and I must admit I really do enjoy it. But I think I'm somewhat addicted to it because you seem to suffer from withdrawal symptoms. I mean, when I first started, it was like, oh god, this is going to be like a bit like Final Fantasy, all myth and magic and stuff. Which granted, yes it is. I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan at all, which might shock a fair few people. Like the film, however, like Final Fantasy VII the film, but gameplay wise never really got into it. For PlayStation wise or any form of console wise, I'm very much a bit of a stealth person, so things like SOCOM, Navy SEALs and Hitman. Absolutely love Hitman. Phenomenal game. It's one of the best games I think I've ever played. Or anything to do with cars as well, so things like Gran Turismo and Need for Speed and Juiced and stuff like that. But just need to save up some pennies and get myself a PlayStation 3. I'll be really happy with that. So, but anyway, Perfect World, it's quite a unique little game, and I got really bored one day, and I thought, well, I've got some screenshots of it, because it's got a nice little screenshot facility where you can zoom in on various characters in like the local area where your character is, and I decided to make a website to it just as a bit of fun really. So, but again, that's going to be something I'll be updating, and the link I'll stick on the YouTube bit on the side here. So like I say, I'll rattle something off over the next few days and keep people posted, and I'll see you all later. Bye.